Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. So let's get into this situation and talk about this sad, sad news. OMG, it's just so sad to hear that Wendy Williams' mother has passed away, Miss Shirley Williams. I mean, like, this is really hard to hear. And we know this is going to really affect Wendy Williams and touch her in a way that something has never touched her before. And we send our prayers and our condolences to Wendy Williams and her family, and also to Wendy Williams' father, because this has to be very hard to deal with. So the news broke on the internet that Wendy Williams' mother has passed away, whether she passed away today, December 6th, or she passed away December 5th. But there is no other information out there right now at this point to suggest when, where, or how Miss Shirley Williams has passed away. But we know one thing: Wendy Williams loved her parents. She loved her mother. She always had her mother on the show. The mother was always around. The father was always around. And she entrusted her, parents, to watch over her son that recently went to Florida to go to school too. It's just really, really sad. And this is coming after the news of Wendy Williams, Lifetime movie is going to be coming out soon, and a trailer did come out. So just to hear this news is just very heartbreaking. And we know Wendy Williams has been through a lot. She has been through a divorce. She has been through a divorce with a cheating husband, an abusive husband. When we say Calvin Hunter. And on top of that, him having a child too while they were married, impregnating a woman, and then all the allegations that came out about Wendy Williams, hot girl summer, partying, chilling, doing this, doing that, Wendy having a nervous breakdown, Wendy, falling off the wagon, just so much. But one thing Wendy had to count on, that her mother and her father loved her, that she get the support from her mother and her father, and her mother and her father were no joke. They made sure that their children did what they were supposed to do. And at the end of the day, Wendy Williams' mother is proud of her. Regardless of what people say about Wendy Williams, what Wendy Williams has done, what she has did, what she is going to do, what has happened in the past, but she always had her mother. Because if you know, Wendy don't have too many close friends, but one of her closest friends was her mother and her father. That's who she counted on. That's who she looked up to. That's who she worried about, who talked about her. Yeah, people talk negative about Wendy Williams all the time. People say they don't like her. They want to shut her out. They want to close her down. They want her to get off radio. They want to get her to get off TV. But it didn't matter what the people say. You know what mattered was the relationship between her mother and her father. How her father felt, how her mother felt. She went by their rules. She respected them. And no matter what Wendy Williams went through, her mother had her back. Her mother was there for her when the world turned against her, when the world does turn against her, and when she has backlash. You know who she worried about? She's worried about how her mother feel, how her father feel, how they're taking, how they're holding up with the situation, and also her son. But she was very close to her parents. She loved her parents, and her parents loved her. Good, bad, or indifferent. She had that love. And we know Wendy has issues. She has substance abuse problems and all that other stuff. And we just hope that she stays clear of any of that, because losing a parent, losing someone that you love, losing someone that raised you, losing someone that brought you into this world, losing someone that guided you and protect you and will always tell you the truth and always be on your side no matter what. That's a hard pill to swallow, that they are not here no more, but they are in the afterworld too. And we just hope Wendy will be able to get through this and remain strong and remain powerful and remain doing the things that she loved to do, because this could be detrimental to Wendy Williams and, her health and also her sobriety, that she's moving forward and what she's going to her sobriety, being clean, being sober, and focusing on her career, focusing on other shows, doing other things, and just flourishing and blossoming. Kevin Hunter couldn't bring her down. The substance abuse couldn't bring her down. You know why? Because she kept fighting to do better. And she had the memory. She had the lessons that her mother and her father taught her to pick yourself up, get up, move. You can go. You can do this. Who cares what they say about you? Sticks and stone may break my bones, but words will never hurt. We love you, Wendy. Get up and keep going. You fall down, but you shall get up. And to all my peeps and my peoples that lost a loved one, that has lost their mother, has lost their father, someone close to them, someone that has guided them, I send my condolences out to you too. But you shall be strong. You shall move forward. You shall get past this. And we just hope Wendy is able to stay strong. Wendy is able to continue to do the things that she do, because she is the queen of talk. She has been in this business, in this industry for a long time. A long time. And yes, she is a black woman. She is foundational black. And we just send our condolences out to Wendy and her son and her father, her brother, her sister, and her family. Because Wendy Williams has been through a lot. She has been through so much that you wouldn't even understand that she has been through. The things that she done, the things that she's seen. But what made her stable, what made her focus, and what made her solid, no matter what was going on, that she had her mother's love. And she still has her mother's love. And she has her father's love. And she can continue to move on and move forward. No matter what. She got out of that abusive relationship. Maybe she wasn't as close to her mother and her father while Kevin Hunter was around, but she still stayed in contact with them. She still spoke to them, no matter how Kevin tried to suppress her relationships with anybody and isolate her from the world, isolate her from other celebrities, isolate her from contracts, isolate her from negotiations, isolate her from her family and her friends. She knew at the end of the day, her mother and her father will always be there for her and love her no matter what. Will love her whether she's in the gutter or out of the gutter. And her mother and her father did a whole lot. Rest in peace, Miss Shirley Williams. Rest in peace. And we send love to you and your family. Wendy Williams, we hope that you can continue to move forward, and you shall, because your mother taught you to be a roarer, a lion. She taught you how to fight, how to pick up, and how to keep moving. And just because she's not here in the physical doesn't mean that she's not here at all. And that goes to all my peeps and my peoples that has recently lost their mother, their father, or their sister, or their brother, or their uncle, or their niece, or their nephew. You got to keep going, because they are with you. But you have to stand tall. You have to remember the lessons that you learned, and remember the lessons that you have taught others. So therefore, you can be an example and keep moving forward and make the memories and the people that you love that are no longer here proud of you in the afterworld and the afterlife. Peeps, this is really sad. And we know that Wendy Williams struggles through a lot of different things, but this is one of her major struggles that she has have to face in 2020. 2020 has been a hell of a year for everybody. 2020 has been some ups and some downs, some insights, some outs, some lies, some phoniness, just a whole lot of things. A lot. 2020 has been hard. We have lost so many people in 2020. Like, damn. Winter solstice. What's going on? But we still have to move forward. We still have to go, because we still have to keep moving. We still have to go. We still have to keep going, because there are people that look to you. There are people that look to Wendy Williams too. And now Wendy Williams needs to look to her people, to her fans, to her supporters, and the people that love her most for the support that she needs, because people look to her. Look at her as an example. Some people follow her. Some people, really love Wendy Williams, has been watching her since her radio days and understand the bond and the relationship that she had and still has with her mother and her father. But now Wendy Williams needs the support of the people that she brought happiness and joy to and made them feel better. Now she needs that. So lift your hands up and pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray for your loved ones, pray for Wendy Williams and her family too as well, and pray for my family and pray for me too as well. Peace and one love to all my peeps and my peoples. This is really a sad, very, very sad situation, because her parents was her support system, especially throughout this divorce and all the ugliness and all of the nastiness. Miss Shirley Williams was there for Wendy Williams. Good, bad, and indifferent. She loved her daughter and she was proud of her. And Wendy, just know your mother was proud of you. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you did, your mother was proud of you, and she loved you because you were hers. She birthed you. She gave life to you, and she nourished you. Her, your mother, and your father. And that's what makes you a great mother to Kevin Hunter. and you walked away from Calvin Hunter. As soon as he gave an inkling of hurting your baby, he can hurt you, he can do whatever, but he couldn't touch your son. He couldn't touch y'all's son. He couldn't hurt y'all's son, even though their relationship is back on par. But that was the teaching that your parents gave you. You walked away once you was done. And you never went out here and dragged him and dogged him out, because you were taught that. Your parents taught you morals and values. And sometimes we've listened to the morals and the values and the lessons that our ancestors and our parents taught us. But sometimes we go astray. And our parents know that. And they still love us and still forgive us. Peace and love to all my peeps and my people. I send my condolences out to everyone that lost somebody in 2020, because this has been a hard, rough, and tough year.